One of my first memories is when I was 5 years old. We were making paper mache dinosaur eggs out of newspaper in kindergarten class, and I remember being super proud of my dinosaur egg. It was bigger than my head, and I told my mom, when I grow up, I want to be a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Well, I never did become a Tyrannosaurus Rex, but I do kind of feel like a dinosaur. I'm going to be honest with you about something. I'm not going to run from it. I'm not going to hide from it. It happened. I did it. Last year, I turned 40. 40. The most feared number in all of mandom. But wait, age is just a number, and numbers aren't real. We made numbers up. Nothing is real. I digress. 40 was the perfect year to finally kick off my midlife crisis in the right way. Fortunately, I had about 7 years experience. Haha, haha, thank you. Yes. I don't really know how to say this without sounding like I'm crying about it. My dad died 7 years ago. He was 58 years old. And I was 35 years old. No, I was 33 years old. I couldn't afford to go see him at the time, so I never got to say goodbye. And, early midlife crisis.
When I was older, I wanted just to be a T-Rex.
We're going to find out the top 10 most common midlife crisis signs. Do you need all these words? I feel like all you need to say is that you're realizing you're not a kid anymore, you realize you're going to die, and you're freaking out about it. Isn't that it? Can't you just boil it down to like, we're afraid of death? Number 10. Instagram overcompensation. What is that? Fitness selfies, motivational quotes, and way too many sunsets. Let's take a look here. Now remember, I said I was in a midlife crisis about 7 years ago, so if this is within the time frame, then it counts. Motivational quotes? Oh, I could probably find hella. Oh, there's one right there. Look, get back up. That's a motivational quote. That was February 22, 2020. Oh boy. I had no idea what was coming about a week later. Wow, I should have gone back and looked at this when that shit was all going down. Damn, because I did not get back up, as a matter of fact. I did a lot of sitting on my ass. We get a check mark for Instagram overcompensation. Number 9, vacations in adventure places that are way more intense than necessary, like Burning Man or bungee jumping. Hard pass. Nope, we're gonna do neither of those things ever. Good for you guys if you are into that kind of shit. I'm more like the lay on the couch and wither away type of midlife crisis. I'm not the cliff diver. I'm not the swimmer. I am not the skydiver. I'll tell you that much. That ain't ever gonna happen in my life, because I will die. Number 8. Starts a hobby that suddenly costs way too much. Guitar, woodworking, sushi making class. Funko Pops. I don't even know. Hopefully only like $2,000, but it could have been more like $3,000. I suppose no, there's no way it would be $4,000. I spent a few $1,000s on Funko Pops. I don't regret it. I could have spent $4,000 on crystal meth, but I didn't. I spent Why do I keep saying 4,000? I didn't spend 4,000. Number 7, midnight motorcycle purchase. Real leather jacket included. That's another hard pass. We're not going to do a motorcycle. Why don't we do motorcycles? Because I'm scared. That's why. Because I'm scared of them. Okay, we got 50% so far. We're not doing too bad. Okay, now we got 6. Downloads TikTok and tries to become viral because TikTok is where the young people are at. Also, cringe dances. Okay, you know what? Thanks. No, you know what? I never cringe danced. Oh, that's not true, though. Either way, though, I did, while I was doing the Funko Pop spree, I was doing a Funko Pop TikTok channel. Okay, so at the Hot Topic at the mall, we found the rest of the set, and we also found, bam, Reagan puking. So yes, this one is indeed a ding. 5. I should get a tattoo moment. Preferably something ambiguous like a tribal band or YOLO. Okay, no, that would be stupid as fuck. However, I had a huge I should get a tattoo moment. I was actually doing yoga right here on my carpet, and all of a sudden I started thinking about my dad, and I was thinking about our favorite movie that we used to watch when I was like 6 years old and probably way too young to be watching that kind of movie. And in that moment, I decided that I needed a full Creepshow leg sleeve. I stand by it. I stand by this. Number 4. Starts checking out people half their age while pretending it's just friendly networking. This I thankfully do not do. That is not a thing that ever crosses my mind. I think young people are just weird. 4 out of 7? Oh no, we're inching down to the halfway point, everybody. We're not midlife crisis-y enough. Number 3, drastic hairstyle change. Well, fuck, I didn't do this one either. I've had the same hairstyle since I was like 20 years old. Number 2, suddenly obsessed with gym memberships. No, I have a little mini gym at my apartment complex. It's like literally 50 steps away from my door. So no, I'm not doing so good here, guys. I thought this was a real midlife crisis. Okay, number 1, buys a flashy sports car, especially red or convertible. I did buy a brand new car after my dad died, but it does have a red stripe on it, but the car itself is blue, okay? Okay, here's the other thing though. It wasn't just I need to buy a new car. I didn't buy it to feel younger. I bought it because I needed a way to get to work. I'm not giving myself that one. What does that mean? What? I got 4 out of 10? I got 4 out of 10 on the stereotypical midlife crisis thing? Well, shit. This whole time, this isn't a midlife crisis at all. When I was a teenager, my dad and I were talking about ghosts. I told him about the time that I saw an entire TV stand move on its own, and he told me about the time he saw an old lady's floating head. And then he turned to me and he said, "When I die, I'll come back and say hi to you." You know, to be honest with you, I kind of thought he might do it. I've had close relatives and friends that have died in my life, and I always see something that I interpret as a sign from them, or I have a really vivid dream involving them. And so I waited. And I waited, and I waited. I thought if anyone was going to send me some kind of sign, it would be the guy that said he would do it. But I got nothing. No double rainbows in the sky, no clouds shaped like hearts, not a single vivid dream. No ghost. But, like in pretty much everything else in life, things never really show up the way you expect them to. Maybe there's no ghost because he's still here. I still see him in the mirror on the right side of my face. I hear him in my voice when I'm driving and I say, "Nice signal, asswipe." I take after him when I repeat the same tired joke time and time again for my own amusement. And when I sing stupid made-up songs to my cats. I sense him when I eat and smoke my feelings away. I remember him when I throw on an old horror movie or wrestling, or when I shove Metallica or 9 Inch Nails into my ears. So no wonder there were no dreams, no visions, no spirits. He's still alive. All it took was for me to make this video and finally talk myself out of a 7-year midlife crisis. Actually, that's how processing feelings works. Man, I should have done this 7 years ago. This calls for a celebration. Somebody get me a large Papa Murphy's pizza, a case of Edwards pies, 6 bags of Smart Food so I can immediately eat the joy that I'm about to experience. You know what? This gives me hope. Maybe I'm okay with being 40. Maybe I'm okay with just being a freaking human. But on the other hand, maybe there's still time to be a T-Rex.
Now I'm a little bit older and wiser. A little bit older and wiser. When I was 5, I didn't like the opposite sex. When I was older, I wanted just to be a T-Rex. My mom was worried and bought me an acoustic guitar. I started picking